name is Coach B, the CEO, co-creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. I'm an ordinary person with extraordinary aspirations who believes in living life fully alive. Welcome to Monday Morning Magic. Good morning, CEOs, co-creators of Extraordinary Outcomes. Welcome to the Coach B, the CEO YouTube channel. Yes, we are live, Facebook and YouTube. If you care to leave a comment, hit the link in the description box. And when you do, we will post your comment. It would look like this: your name and your comment. I want to thank all my subscribers. I am truly grateful for your subscription. I want to thank all my viewers. As mentioned before, when I look back to see how many views the videos are getting, in some cases 100, sometimes 250, sometimes 350. So that motivates me to continue to be here, to continue to serve you fully. I have a great topic for you today. And the topic for today is boundaries. Boundaries, right? Boundaries for life coaching. Boundaries. But as you know, we have a format here. So before I go into the topic of boundaries, let me check in with you, see how your week was. I'm going to let you know how mine was. I had the opportunity this week to go see an off-Broadway play, Tripping on Life. Tripping on Life. And I went with a friend and had a great time, a great experience. What I liked about and it was a one-woman show, and she was talking about her her life, uh, her addiction, her life, and her significant other. I don't want to give it away, all the parts to it, just the highlights of it, and the event that you're going to see the play as well. Again, the play was Tripping on Life, and it was at the theater on 42nd Street, 410 West 42nd Street. I think it's there up until September the 22nd. But my week went really well. And again, if you want to leave a comment, you can hit the link in the Facebook chat, or you can hit the link in YouTube. And my channel for YouTube is Coach B, the CEO. As usual, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment. So let me get into the topic for today: boundaries. Boundaries, a real or imagined line that marks the edge or limits of something. I am a big proponent of boundaries and ethics. I think they go hand in hand. And one of the reasons that I wanted to talk about this topic today is that as a business owner, I have come to realize over the past year how important it is to have boundaries in my relations with other people. And excuse me, I was catching my breath. How important that is. And I also come to realize that as a business owner or an entrepreneur, uh, that my perspective or what I'm charged with looks way different from my ordinary life. What do I mean by that? So, as a minority woman owned business enterprise, I have to certify certain things. As a certified life coach, I have ethics and boundaries that I need to uphold. As a certified recovery peer advocate, I have ethical boundaries that I have to uphold. And those things get uphold or upheld when my boundaries are clear. So I've had some situations over the years. So I've had some situations over the past year that, because of the level of friendships that I've had with people, they may have not understood what my professional role and or responsibilities are. I won't get into so many details. There's someone out there watching. Thank you. Good morning. I appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment, please hit the link in the Facebook or YouTube arena, and we'll put your comment up. As mentioned earlier, if you do, your comment would look similar to this. We'll see your picture, your name, and your comment. So back to what I was saying. So because I have a business, uh, I have to be very mindful of my relations with other people. Because I'm certified, there's things that I can and I cannot do. And I have a profound respect and love for ethics and boundaries. Now, that's not to say that I'm a perfect human being, that I'm not compassionate, that I'm not empathetic, and I'm not understanding. So let me just give you some small examples of what I mean. I've had my name used on documentation without my permission. I've had people who have given my name because they wanted references without asking me. I've had people indulge in certain activities without my knowledge. And what do these scenarios or situations have in common? These things came from people who I have long lasting friendships with. And there is a misguided interpretation of what the friendship and the business is. So, what I mean by misguided is that people feel because they're your friends and they're doing X, Y, and Z, that in your business or in my business, that's acceptable. So, no way is it acceptable for you to take my name and put it on a document without my permission and go, well, I thought you wouldn't mind because we are friends. No way is it acceptable for you to give my name to a company and have them reach out to me without my knowledge and or permission. No way is it acceptable for you to participate in activities that have that I have to deal with on a different end without my knowledge and or permission. So sometimes what can happen is that people take the friendship and they get into this gray, murky area. And then you, me, I, and the reason why I'm saying it like that is because you may have been in similar situations where you've had to have boundaries set. And it's not an easy thing. People get angry, people get mad. Sometimes people don't understand. They think that you're coming after them, you're doing this, you're doing that. I have people who have said to me, different things, and I had to sit back and go, oh wow, is that what you is that what you think and feel is happening? But then again, I understand from a friendship perspective, it looks one way. And from a business perspective, it looks a different way. And so when I think about boundaries, what are some of the benefits of boundaries? When I have clear and concise boundaries, it enhances a healthier relationship with the people I have, with the relationships with the people I have. When I have healthy boundaries, it enhances healthy communications, and it allows for me to say, hey, that's not something I can do. That's not something I'm in line with. I appreciate what you have to say. I appreciate your perspective, but that's not for me because I have other variables that I have to take into consideration as it relates to my business. And even if it's just friendship, there's something about people taking for granted that in the friendship that those actions and our behaviors are okay without knowledge or getting permission from you. So sometimes people don't know that they're crossing the line. Sometimes people know that they're crossing the line. And sometimes people just have different perspectives. For me, it is essential that I understand what my role, my responsibilities, and my boundaries are in relation to how I do business, whether I'm doing business because you're a client, whether I'm doing business, and when I say doing business, conducting business on behalf of you, it's really important for me to understand and agree to the scenario, the circumstances, or occasion. So if you don't get my permission or I'm not in the loop of something that's happening, how can I agree to that if I don't know when there was no conversation? So somewhere inadvertently, somewhere, somehow, somebody thought it was okay to put me in the middle of something without my knowledge and or permission. So boundaries is a real or imagined line that marks the edge or limits of something, whatever that is. Right now, I'm talking about business and friendships. For you, it could be relationships. It could be, I'm trying to think of something else. I don't want to make anything up, but it could be relationship boundaries. It could be work boundaries. It could be work and friendship boundaries. Whatever those boundaries are, with family, friends, or significant others or colleagues. Like we have to set a limit on what can and cannot be done. So my coaching question is, who are you becoming through this choice of exercising boundaries? For me, who am I becoming when I'm exercising boundaries? I'm becoming a clear minded person. A clear minded person. I know that if I do this, this is a consequence. If I do that, that's a consequence. So I'm becoming clear minded. And so what that does is give me more options in how to operate at a higher level, at a higher standard of who I want to be. And is how is it preparing your identity? So when people interact with me, one of the things that I love about my reputation, people will say to you, Lyra's Coach B is no joke. Like Coach B is serious. Coach B is about her work. That's what people will say. This I know that I am a professional, that I care about what I'm doing. I put 110% into the work that I do. This is what people will say. That is the identity. And it's an identity that I love. I like that people know that I'm reliable. I like that people know that I'm dependable. I like that people know that I'm authentic. I like those things. I like that people know that I will advocate for myself and that I will advocate for others. I like those characteristics as a part of my identity. Why is that? Because it also aligns with my personal identity, right? So I'm not one place at work and another place privately. I'm not one place at work and another thing privately. I am being conscientious, intentional about who I am, who I be in the world. I don't want to uh, give people mixed messages about who I am and who I be in the world. And for me, that's so much freedom. That's so much freedom, right? Like I don't have to be one person in one setting, be another person in another setting, be another person in another setting. I don't have to be a chameleon no more. So my character, my principles, my values, and my ethics are really, really important to me as an individual and as a business owner, that those things are in alignment. So my question to my audience, to my viewers, to my subscribers is, who are you becoming through this choice of exercising boundaries? And how is it preparing your identity? And I know that these two questions are strong because I also know that some people lack good boundary management. They're not clear, they're not sure what to do. There could be some fear in there. There could be some people pleasing in there. There could be, you know what, I've never had boundaries before. It could be a history of boundaries being mismanaged through life. And therefore, now as an adult, not knowing how to manage boundaries, how to develop boundaries. So these things, your character and your identity in having and exercising boundaries are really important to your time. However, if we don't develop, enjoy being out here with you on Money for Comment. Give me your thoughts. Maybe you had a situation where boundaries was crossed and you could tell me, how did you manage it? How did you cope with it? Or you could tell me, hey, Coach B, I'm suffering right now because I do not know how to implement or exercise healthy boundaries in my life right now with people, that this is a problem area. And again, I will start saying more frequently and more often, if you would like a free discovery coaching call, there is a link in the description where you can schedule a call, a free coaching discovery call. You can hit the link for that as well. Again, my name is Coach B, the co-creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. This has been your Monday Morning Magic. Like, share, and subscribe, or leave a comment. I'll see you next Monday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard.